Ode to my dearly beloved. You told me you could clip my wings for me. You made me believe that the safety of my cage was worth forgetting how to fly. I wake up frequently to an unpleasant truth, that the things I feared were people just as I was, and I was just as capable of what they were. You told me that it wasn't true, but you never said this for my sake. It was never about my safety, it was about how my questioning affected your plans for me. You trained me to repress my fears while simultaneously creating new ones. You loved me, but not as much as the me that you could transform me into. Your obsession with me was objectifying. I learned that I couldn't do anything I previously could without your help. My wings grew different from what I thought they would look, and the songs I sang were not my own voice anymore. It didn't matter that these thoughts ate me alive because you weren't the one being devoured. Maybe if I had bared my teeth or shed your blood, you would have known what I had felt because of you. If not from my own perspective, I could at least smear your blood all over the portrait you made of the idealized me. This thought made me more scared. I was afraid that you wouldn't just get away with a cut or scrape, but the violence would grow within me like a tumor. I was afraid I wouldn't be able to let you off with just a warning. Even when I escaped that cage, I was stuck with how you conditioned me to believe that my only purpose was what you made it to be. Anything of my own desire was harmful and tasteless. I was left afraid of hurting others, but I've been the one beaten and stabbed and bruised by you. When you found me again, I feared you would take me back. Surprisingly, you didn't care to bring me back to the safety you promised me. You managed to violate those wounds deeper, and then left again. I discovered that my wings were not only clipped, no, you deliberately plucked the feathers out of them. I still pray that someday they will regrow. Just as I have dreams where I am flying again, I have dreams reliving those moments where you defeathered me. At least I only remember the pain of your touch when I must relive it. But those lost feathers are hidden in the framed pictures of those nightmares, and I already shattered those pictures hoping that the dreams would stop. I look for the shattered pieces, and the first piece discovered is so large and overwhelming, it already feels complete. I begin to find more. I don't know how they fit together, but I map out how they could, like pieces of a jigsaw puzzle. The pieces together create an image that is incomplete and blurry. As I gather more, sometimes my vision sharpens, and the image becomes clearer. Sometimes the clear picture is still so incomprehensible, it is blindingly bright and burns to the touch. Sometimes it's so lucid that I feel as if it is looking right back at me. Regardless of how I see it, once it is full, there is a sense of dread in the fact that there is nothing I can do about it. No amount of piecing it together, looking at it from a new perspective, or staring back at it and asking why it is what it is will never change the fact that it happened. In my tears, the light from the pictures shine again. I begin to realize that the blinding light comes not from the memories of what you did to me, but from my reflection in the cracked glass of the frames. I see myself as something holier than I ever had before. The being I saw commanded myself of something that I knew I could not promise, but something I just really wanted to try. Be not afraid. I was afraid of you, but I know now that this was planned. I was carved into a reflection of what you believed was the perfect songbird for you. You made me fear you because I know you're more scared of what I would have done to you if you hadn't. You went too far. You kept plucking, and the blood loss killed the me that you wanted me to be. But I'm the one that rose again, and in turn I have finally killed the you that you wanted me to see. Confined to your coffin, where I thought I would lay first, I wonder if you'll hear me speak this at your funeral.